Hey guys, welcome to what I'm gonna try and make a podcast. I'm too lazy to come up with the title, so welcome to a podcast, the podcast. In the first episode, we're going to be having my lovely guest, Roze. What's up?
Lovely. I like that adjective.
Yes, you are a friend of mine, so you've been lovely to me so far for like the month I've known you. I'm trying to be very professional. That'll wear off later in the podcast.
Soon enough.
But yeah, soon enough. Give it like 5 minutes and I'll be back to the sailor that I am.
Yeah.
So, how's your day going, man?
Well, I started off the day. I woke up at around 9 o'clock. Not 9 o'clock. I woke up at around 5 because I set a timer at 5, right? Because I have a daily routine that I should be doing. That I basically wake up at 5, go to the court, and play basketball until like 6:30 a.m. And then I come back, do a little homework, shower, go to school, come back from school. But like it's only one period of school, but I do that. But the thing is, I have not done that at all, like ever.
Yeah.
So that's just imaginary. But yeah, my day's been okay. It was okay up until the point I DM'd you because both of us completely forgot about this. So
we're very professional in the small
Yes.
YouTuber space. We follow very strict guidelines and we have alarms set for everything.
yes.
But why do you get up at 5? Or is that just something you want to do?
No, I set alarm at 5, right?
Okay.
So then I get up at
Okay,
5.
gotcha.
But then I go back to sleep.
Yeah, as like a normal person.
Because I don't want to wake up at 5.
There's you who sets his alarm for 5, and then there's like Rusty who gets up at like 3 p.m. He might not even be awake
Yeah.
when we're recording this. Anyways,
No,
so
he
basketball
might
is a thing.
Yeah.
And
It's a pretty good thing as well.
you're a fan of the Lakers, who have been
Uh,
absolutely
yes, I am.
magnificent as of late. You
They have been.
wanna tell us about how the Lakers have been?
You see, this one guy, 6'8" guy, some would say 6'9", but you know the shoes help out a little bit. Unfortunately, he's been a little more known recently for his acting and not on the court. So that's not really a good sign nowadays.
Yeah.
And then the other big man is known to be helping out car crashes than scoring 40 points, which isn't a bad thing, but why not combine
How dare he
those,
be a
but-
good Samaritan?
Yeah. Without dropping 40 points.
Yeah, like to help someone out, you gotta drop 40 AD. He's gotta drop 80. That's the appropriate response.
Yes, I just didn't respond.
Yeah. So what's the season been like as far as like coming off the chip, and then this season just not being, the best?
Well, before we start talking about this season, right? You are a Nuggets fan, so let's try to rewind just a little bit. We can't just let's not skip over that, okay?
Fine.
So before the Nuggets series,
Uh-huh.
I didn't watch much of the Nuggets and Clippers because it seemed like a wash. But as we know now, it definitely wasn't
Yeah,
a wash.
I said 5
and
minutes. Fuck you, man. No. 3 minutes
I
and
was
45
literally-
seconds in. Nah,
I'm
fuck.
complimenting you right now. I'm complimenting you right now.
I'm just kidding.
And so, it was funny. It was so funny that the Clippers blew that lead because they were talking so much trash.
18 on 3.
And like, what's crazy now is like they've completely been sent to the shadow realm. Like everyone's forgot about them. That's so weird too, because the thing is with the Clippers, even if they win a chip, like okay, you just tied.
Yeah, like
It's what 18-1 now.
yeah, like the
17-1.
fucking Jazz are getting more media attention than them,
That's wild.
which is-
I never would have thought that.
which is kind of sad because you're in LA and you can't beat out Salt Lake City.
You have a rich billionaire
You
owner
can't beat
too.
out the Mormons. So
Dude, you're gonna get canceled.
by who?
At
by
some
who,
point
the
in
Church
your
of
life.
Mormon? They're like fucking. They're like the Amish, just with a 3G connection.
I think that's it. It's quite the analogy. Yeah, but no, you asked me about the Lakers. Well, yeah, we won the chip. I celebrated quite well. I will say some things were not remembered. That's all I'll say.
Like
But
Cook being forgotten by the bus.
no, well, yes, no, but I mean, like, in celebratory fashion, you know, there were some spots of forgetting.
Yeah.
But along those lines, I did celebrate. I bought a shirt, bought a hat. I mean, the merch was okay. The shirt, I didn't feel it too much. I like the Western Conference Finals shirt, but that's kind of a niche thing. But yeah, so we won the finals. That was actually like super cool because that was the first time I witnessed, like, I fully, like, you know, as a little kid, some cool events happen and you're like, whoa, we just won this. And I was like, because I think
you don't.
I was a Steeler.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was a Steeler fan after 2008. I don't think I knew much. I mean, bro, it was 2008. That's ancient times. But
yeah, they were still using AOL Messenger back then.
Yeah, you had iPhone 2s.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Yeah, but no, the Lakers, they won the shit. I mean, it was, in hindsight, I had a lot going on back then. Not like personally, it's just school, bro. And like ever since school started, it's been quite the ride. But yeah, so I won that. It was super, super fun. And then we get into this season. And, like, ever since day one of this season, I felt a little off. Because, I mean, with any championship team that you had, you don't want to see half your team get removed and be replaced with people that are supposedly better, but you don't know until playoff time. So, Dennis Schroeder came in. He was pretty cool because he's German. And, you know, I'm in German classes, so I was like, cool, German connection, I guess. And then Montrez came in, and I was like, oh, that was funny. That was hilarious when he came in. I was completely shocked.
When I saw the Shams or Woj, whoever tweeted out first, tweet, Montrezl Harrell has signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. I was like, that's some funny-ass shit right there. For
I was just like,
$9 million too?
No, wasn't it two? One is a player. One is a player.
So I assume he's gonna take for the one, but
yeah. Actually, I don't even know. I don't know what his market is.
I mean,
unless we win the ring, then if we win the ring, he's gonna get it back.
If you consider the fact that like Mason Plumlee got $9 million a year as well, like Mason Plumlee isn't bad. He's a good backup, but
he's a good role. He's good at his role. I think those players get paid a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Harrell's good at his role, but I think Plumlee's more of a role player, if you know what I mean.
He sticks to his role more, and Montrez wants to be more.
Yeah.
Than he is.
And the Clippers shirt, but who else came in? Well, Dwight Howard left. I was a big Dwight fan.
Yeah.
Because I got to see him win a chip finally. And then Rondo, he left. I mean, I didn't think too much of it, but it's kind of weird seeing him in the Clippers.
Yeah.
And then Danny Green got traded for Schroeder. I think that was one of my first videos I made. Were the Lakers, was that a robbery? Dude, and I'm telling you, those first few videos, I sounded so depressed. Oh, no, and I made a reaction, like, with my face in it, to the Lakers winning the Western Conference Finals. Those are fun times. Because I have, like, a decent camera, too, so that's just in the unlisted.
Yeah, I do not have my face on my YouTube channel, but I have it on basically every other platform. I'm not shy about it. But the reason
me neither.
YouTube is because I don't have a webcam and my monitor is like a Dell. You know those old school computers?
Yeah, you're basically recording from a Wii Nunchuck is what I'm getting here.
My actual PC is nice. It's like an Intel i5.
Yeah, my PC's nice as well.
But the monitor itself is shit. Yes.
Yes. So now that yeah, so the original. I think we went on quite the side tangent already, but
podcast.
Yes. So the Lakers. I mean, up until this point, AD went down pretty early. I think it was against you. You guys, nice, professional.
Like I said, I started off professional with 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then you guys. Was it Jokic? Yeah, Jokic. No, I'm just kidding. He got injured next to Jokic. And I was like, well, people were freaking out at the time that he tore his Achilles or something. I'm like, that's not something, if you tear your Achilles, you're not going to walk it off that easy.
Yeah.
He walked it off pretty gently, and I was just like, yeah, he probably just sprained his Achilles or something like that. So ever since AD left, it was pretty much a one-man show. And then I tune into the Lakers game. I will every game, but again, I don't focus completely because why would I do that to myself? And I mean, I don't have time to just focus on Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell pick and rolls for a whole 3 hours. That's just...
You're spoiled, man. You saying that, like...
I am.
Pistons fans exist,
Well,
Timberwolves fans exist, and they've had to focus on mediocrity for, like, the better part of a decade.
Yeah, but when you're spoiled, you hold yourself to such a high standard. So I'm not... Well, see, for baseball, I'm used to seeing absolute, like, terrible, because I'm a Pirates fan, and they've been bad since before I was, you know, like, existing. Yeah. So, I mean, our best player just got a wrist injury for 10 days, so... you can't have nice things in baseball.
I don't know jack or shit about baseball.
So. Yeah, but so now that we're a few months into the timeline, up until this point, LeBron gets injured, and I was watching that live. I was like, "Whoa, why is he down?" And then they show the replay, and I'm like, "Oh, well, he's down."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, jeez, bro. And so, because it went like inside. It went outside, but on his inner part of his ankle. It looked ugly. But, yeah, and I was just like, is this a sprained ankle? It doesn't really look like one. Then the diagnosis was indefinitely, then 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm just like, the only thing I wish is we don't miss the playoffs, because there's really no guarantee we make it.
Yeah.
And so now, we're just chilling now, I guess. We just suck.
How much longer is AD supposed to be out?
2 to 3 weeks, maybe.
You want to hear the 10-game upcoming schedule for the Lakers?
Not really.
Well, you're going to hear it anyways. So, the next game is tomorrow against the Raptors. That one you guys can probably win because the Raptors are the Raptors.
Bro, they beat the Warriors by like 60.
Yeah, but like, they're still like 11 games under 500 or something like that.
That's crazy, too. They have Gary Trent, Pascal,
OG Anunoby, Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry.
They're not bad. They're just... what people don't talk enough about the Raptors is that they're literally away all the time.
Yeah. And
like, you're living in an apartment.
Yeah.
Like, that's a major disadvantage.
Yeah. Then...
I don't know why they didn't just go to Buffalo or something.
Yeah, there's also, like, COVID. They've had COVID a lot, that team. Because Florida...
I mean, the talent is there, yeah.
And Florida is, Florida.
Florida's living, man.
Yeah. The game after...
That's all I gotta say.
The game after that is Miami, which Jimmy and Bam and Vio probably beat you guys.
Is that Thursday? Is that Saturday?
That's Thursday. Then Saturday, you
game.
get a real
That's
fun...
the Nets.
You get a real fun game in the
Nets.
Yup.
THT versus Harden. They're gonna put a graphic for that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Did you see that one graphic and it was Giannis versus Schroeder?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
I thought it was just funny.
Oh fuck. Ian Rappaport. I know this is a hoops podcast, but
oh yeah.
Football.
Wait. Don't say it. I wanna look. All
right.
Oh no. What happened? Hold up. Don't say it. We just got breaking news. Oh wow. Wow,
yeah,
they traded for Sam Darnold.
On this.
Why? Why don't they draft?
Yeah, I don't. Wow, that is.
Yeah, so for any of you who don't know,
Jets
Panthers just traded for
Sam Darnold to the Panthers for like a second, a fourth, and a sixth, which is not a ton.
It's decent for Sam Darnold.
I guess, yeah.
He has a lot of raw. I don't know why they wouldn't just draft Fields. I don't know. Something about the draft. Maybe they want Kyle Pitts or something.
Anywho,
yeah.
Back to basketball. THT versus Harden is going to be a funny graphic.
Yes.
KD might be back for that game, I've heard. I don't know how.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. That report is, but
he hasn't played in like millenniums.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be back relatively soon, I've heard.
Allegedly.
The one after that is New York, who has been surprisingly decent this year. Not anything great, but they're like 500.
Randall's gonna drop 40. Revenge game on us.
Julius Randle revenge game. Get your tickets, ladies and gents. I
like Randall.
Yeah, Randall has. It's weird how good he got.
His career is so weird. Yeah.
He got.
Well, he was good with the Pelicans.
Good with the Pelicans, and then he just sucked ass last year, and now he's an all-star, like a legit all-star.
I mean, he had the numbers. He was just terrible. Like he was like Drummond good. You know what I mean? Not like Drummond his level, but like he puts up good stats, but like it's just not good to watch.
Yeah, And then this game, or this year, he's making threes, which I wasn't anticipating.
He made that one corner, like, game-tying shot.
Yeah. Hats off to Randall, I guess. I was not expecting him to be an all-star this year. I wasn't expecting the Knicks to be over 500 this year either, so.
Yeah, he's making a real Brandel out of himself in New York.
The one after that is Charlotte, and both Hayward and LaMelo are injured.
Yeah. They're still nice.
Yeah, they're still good, but
they were like a 4 seed without him too.
Scary Terry's gonna drop 50 on you guys. Watch out.
Yeah, it's a very scary thing to
watch out
witness.
For Scary Terry and like
Devontae Graham.
Yeah.
Dude, Devontae went nuclear in an overtime.
I remember that.
Recent,
I forget which game it was, but yeah.
It was Hornets and something.
The one after that is Boston, which Boston hasn't been great, but that's still probably a loss because you guys will not have AD or LeBron.
Yeah.
And then
it was against the Suns.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you get 2 straight games against the Utah Jazz, so that should be fun to watch. If the Utah Jazz don't beat you guys by 20, I'm gonna be disappointed. Like,
this is why I legitimately am concerned that we're gonna miss the playoffs. That'd be so anticlimactic.
Yeah. Then you get 2 straight games against the Mavericks, who are a good team because they have this one kid. I don't know if you've heard of him, called Luka Doncic. He's pretty solid.
He's all right. Yeah. He's no Compazzo, but
all right,
he's all right. Why are you the one trying to?
That's. I don't.
Inside joke.
I don't know why that's become like a phrase of mine.
It's part of your personality now.
I guess.
It's like me in cars too. It's just what I am.
Okay.
Shout out Kid Cudi.
Yeah. And then you get Orlando at the 10th game. So that's a decent round out.
Hopefully THT can put some magic in the game.
Over that stretch, what do you expect your record to be?
Gonna go with a solid 2-8.
All right, who are you beating over that stretch?
Magic and Jazz.
You think you're gonna beat the Jazz?
Yeah, because that's just how it works.
That's.
I mean, the Magic almost blew out the Nuggets, so things are kind of wacky.
Yeah.
You had to get like a monumental comeback against the Magic.
But speaking of how depleted the Lakers are, let me track that into. You've been watching a lot of Nuggets as of late, haven't you?
I have. After the Jokic video, man, I was just, and you.
Yeah.
I just started, and the Gordon trade, and Jamal Murray's Kentucky guy. So.
Yeah. Just everything has been aligning you to the Nuggets.
It's all lined up for me to be a tertiary Nuggets fan.
Yeah. So, what have you noticed with watching the Nuggets for the past 5 games, 6 games, something like that?
Well, Facu is way shorter than I thought, and
dude, yeah, he makes
but he's not like terrible. That's the thing.
He makes Jamal Murray look like Giannis out there.
Yeah. I mean, Jamal's head and above shoulders in terms of height, but he, well, what I was super interested in was seeing, and obviously it's been working, is just Jokic and Aaron Gordon lobs. That's like the wackiest thing. That's like a my player thing.
Yeah.
It's just so weird to see.
Yeah. That has been just a joy to watch. Just an absolute.
It's just like, imagine I told you a lob threat center would be the passer like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
To a Walmart Aaron Gordon or a Walmart Blake Griffin.
Are you calling Jokic a lob threat?
I mean,
because
dude, he dunks quite a bit.
He does,
way more than I thought.
I think he's gonna probably.
They're not even weak. They're not weak dunks either.
I think he broke his dunk career high.
Yeah, he had 38.
Yeah, I
like
believe that's his career high.
Yeah.
With like 20-some games to go.
It's like watching. I don't know. It's just quite. It's just watching a Nuggets game. It's quite the trip.
An experience.
Yeah, it's an experience because so much happens. Either Jamal drops 40 on you, you get Aaron Gordon scoring the first 15 points.
Yeah.
You get
He scored.
you get Compazzo locking people
Yeah,
up.
he scored the
I mean,
first
it's crazy.
12 points in that Orlando game, I think.
Yeah.
Did you watch?
Revenge
Did
game.
you watch the Nuggets Bulls game a few weeks back?
I started around like becoming a serious tertiary Nuggets fan when the Aaron Gordon trade happened, or whenever their win streak started.
Yeah, because there was that Nuggets Bulls.
Was
game.
that the Nuggets game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I watched that.
And Compazzo got the game-winning steal on Levine.
Yeah, on Levine. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, be it Jamal Murray hit a buzzer beater after that to send it to OT, and then we won.
Oh yeah,
OT,
was it the? It was the corner step back or side step, right? Yeah, I watched that. That was crazy. I think I DM'd you like, bro, what is happening?
Yeah, and then Rusty in his post-game recap was like, Wendell missed a shot over 5'8" Compazzo, and got really fucking loud about it, and it was funny as hell. It's funny watching fans react to Facu, cause like
he's just a hidden gem right now. He's like an Argentinian Caruso.
As fun as he is to watch, he's not actually all that good. Like on defense, he's pretty good if you put him against like a smaller guard.
I mean, let's be nice now. You didn't. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it.
Steven. Like no, I love watching him play, and he's fun as hell to watch. And there are games where he has a positive impact, but overall,
he's not a playoff guy. He's just not going to play in the playoffs. He's just not going to.
I don't know, man. Malone loves that guy for some. He loves him.
Yeah, but Malone isn't he's not a Mabonehead. Oh man, I like that one. I really like that one.
Good lord. There's just gonna be a compilation of just bad
puns
after this podcast.
Dude, that was so funny.
that was god awful, and I hate it for it.
That was so good. Oh my god.
That was so bad.
That was creative. It wasn't a layup. That was like a game-winning 3. That was a good one.
Okay. Anyways, all that to say, Facu, fun as hell to watch. Not really a playoff guy, but like, it's funny watching people's reactions to Facu. Did you see Facu truck Ben Simmons in that Sixers game?
Yeah, I did.
Funny.
And then
Ben Simmons
lower man
was,
wins.
Looking for a foul, like the fuck, like where's the fucking foul at?
Ben Simmons is he's just a guy.
But yeah, Jokic is kind of intertwined with your success at this point, yeah.
Yeah, well, he could be the main reason why I'm like why I'm relevant in life. So
yeah,
like it's kind of crazy. We can talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So take me through the process of you wanting to make a video on Jokic in the first place.
All right, so oh man, I don't even remember that. That was like a month ago. Yeah. But it was around spring break. That's when I uploaded at the beginning of spring break. I think before that, I don't know. It was inspired by something. I know Dom made reasons as to why he wasn't drafted. Like 40 players were drafted before him. I think that was part of the inspiration. That wasn't the reason I made it, but I saw Jokic doing pretty good. Oh, no, I got a story. So, basically, I do a lot of basketball reference rabbit holes. I think those are super fun. But, yeah, I just waste like half an hour like every day just on rabbit holes on reference. And so, I think I was just looking up at Jokic, and I was like, I think I looked on Twitter, and it was like, this guy's shooting 40% and 8 assists. He has 8 assists, and I'm like, okay, let's stop lying on Twitter. And then I'm like, okay, wait, no. He's actually averaging 8 assists. And so I'm like, so I'm looking at his, like his basic information that's, like, right next, like, to the right of the face, right? And so it says he was the second round, and I was like, wait a minute. I mean, I didn't know I knew he wasn't a first rounder, but I was, like, thinking, okay, so if he was selected then, who was selected before him? And I was looking at it, and I was like, some of these guys stink, bro.
Jarnell fucking Stokes.
Well, he's a good guy. I'm not gonna hit on Stokes, but and you've gotten like the crazy part is you've gotten backlash for hitting on him.
Yeah.
Like if you hit on Embiid, I would have thought, okay, that's some backlash dessert, but you ranted about Jarnell Stokes, and I'd say at least 1/5 of my dislikes are from that.
Really?
So.
Okay.
Which I completely enjoy. So I enjoy like waking up and saying,
how dare
who's disrespecting D-League MVP Stokes?
Jarnell Stokes.
Yes, that was good. That was a good, because I remember you had terrible audio in the first take of like reading your script, and I was like, yeah, bro, I don't want to be mean, but it sounds like you're recording from a Pop-Tart. And so I said, yeah, could you just re-record it? And then you sent it. I was just minding my business, probably watching the Lakers lose, and then I started listening to it, and I'm like, is this guy hating on Jarnell Stokes? And it was funny at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the genius of the video.
Yeah, I've seen some comments, and it's like, Jarnell Stokes? And I'm confused as to why people are like, how dare you hate on Jarnell fucking Stokes? And I'm just kind of sitting there like, uh-huh.
Yeah, and then
Anyways.
I sent you the, oh no, I texted you, I mean, we knew each other since Eric Pascal, another NBA player, just creating waves, and so I think I texted you, could you do some voiceovers for me, just because I thought it'd be hilarious to have you, and I was like, this guy doesn't have a terrible mic, so I just said, yeah, could you do this, and you're like, oh, dude, I'm super excited, I'm a huge fan, dude, I can't believe you asked me to do this, man.
Yeah, I think
I'm humbled by your grace.
Exact words, not like,
yes,
yeah, you know, sure, I'll get them done in the next few days or something, you know.
Yeah, you were fanboying, man.
Yeah.
We've come quite the ways from then, but
So
yes,
far.
I told you to just record it, and I was like, well, I might as well shoot my shot. I mean, I don't know what to expect here, but oh no, that was after I asked Denver to do a bit, and so he did a bit, so I had some experience doing that, and so you sent the audio. I was like, with the Jarnell, I was like, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. I had to bleep a few things out, but you know, it was still hilarious.
You had to censor me a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I dropped a few fucks.
A few bombs. A few bombs. Yeah, just a few.
Yeah, and then there were a few dolphin noises around there, you know.
Yeah, that was pretty good comedy, if I do say so myself.
You were the super serious guy, and I was the comedic relief of that video for sure. Like, you were like...
Yeah, I wasn't, like, completely serious. I had my,
like...
the Jokic of the West, or the Jokic of China jokes. I have sneaky jokes.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Jokes, but then you were, like, actually contextualizing things, and I was just like...
Yeah, you were just
looking at
like,
the stat sheet of Jarnell Stokes, and I'm like... There's nothing here. There's just... there's nothing. I don't know what to even do here. So I just kind of was like, with all due disrespect to Jarnell Stokes, and you loved it.
He epitomizes what it means.
Yeah.
What the difference between the NBA and the China League is, but with a few expletives between that. And so, yeah, I uploaded the video, not expecting much, and then I think in the first few hours it got, what, like 200, 300 views, and I was like, whoa,
it was doing
I don't know
well.
why this is getting so many views. Either a lot of people from Twitter care, or something was happening. And then I think it made a few progressions here and there. It got 20K. I say that like it's nothing, but it relatively now. It got like 20K in like the first few days, and then I just see this huge spike, and I'm like, okay. And then so I investigate. I'm like, who's watching these videos? Because it's not like I didn't expect it to just go. I don't know if I can call it viral, but
I mean, relatively speaking, yeah, it went viral.
Relatively,
it's
yeah.
at 143,000 views right now, and your channel average is what, like?
I'd say I had a few videos where it ranged from 200K to 5 views.
Yeah,
so
like
it was all over the place.
Yeah, but that is a big video. That was, I think, your second most popular.
I guess you could say so.
Besides the
You could say so.
Dropping the fuck on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
You said the fuck word on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I guess I'm known for that. And what's crazy is we just talked to random people on Rocker Loom, and this guy said, "Wait, I watched your video," and I'm like, "Wait, so we're meeting random people who watched the video?"
Yeah, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, Ash was in there too." If we're thinking about this.
No, and we had another person that was like, "Oh, I saw that video too." Forget the Roze guy. I heard the word Asher, and I was like, I know this guy because you're popping on Rocker Loom. So
yeah, I'm kind of like, if you go to
you're like a spokesperson.
If you like go to a bar, a lot of the time there's like, oh yeah,
you're regular.
Fucking Billy in the corner. He's been here for years. I'm kind of like the Billy of Locker Room at a certain point. Like everybody, everyone knows everyone on that app, but
Yeah, that's quite true. Some people go there every day.
yeah,
like, all day.
I go there
That's
quite
pretty
a bit,
wild.
but
I've refrained a little bit. I'm probably gonna be popping in the summer there,
in
but
the summertime, yeah.
yeah, and then here we are.
Yeah, the
about
fucking
28
Serbs
days.
found your video and it just shot up a lot.
Yeah, and they gave me a lot of compliments too. They were like, "Bro,
Oh yeah,
you can pronounce some."
Serbians are really
some of-
nice, really
yeah,
chill.
some of the
really chill
languages.
people.
You like pronounce that pretty well, and I was like, "Oh, I'm very flattered by your comment."
Dame Gaspado, or however you
Yeah,
pronounce
dami, it's a dami gospodo.
Dami Oskobro.
Dami, i gospodo.
Gospodo. Okay. Dame
And you just roll it off the tongue.
Dame
So dami gospodo. Yeah.
Alright.
Teaching
so-
Serbian from a non-Serbian.
Yeah,
Nice.
31 minutes in and we're doing another intro. Welcome, Dame. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, so that was like my first actual experience with YouTube, which was kind of fun because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, because when you asked me to do that, I had like
40, 50?
40,
No, I think
40
you had it
subs.
like 47 because I put your like,
yeah,
I put like a little bit where like you should click on this button,
Yeah.
inspect it, click it,
yeah,
and like people actually did it, and now you're at like one. Well, I'm not gonna say it,
Yeah,
like, all of my stuff, but you've
yeah,
had
no,
some
It certainly played a
second
part.
source-
I'm at like
second source.
145 right now. Or something.
Yeah,
I'm close to
and like
150.
the crazy thing is, yeah, it's doing better as time goes on,
Yeah.
which is kind of wild
Uh,
because I thought it would peak.
I think the reason that's happening is probably because of his MVP
I don't know why,
campaign
though.
picking up.
Yeah, I know that's why, but I still don't know why it's popping. Other than obviously YouTube suggested. Well, at first, YouTube put it on the front page of like if you search up Jokic, it was voice crack number 2, and so I was like, whoa, that's kind of dope. That didn't last too long, but it went down. I mean, some of the pages that are on when you search is like completely clickbait, and you understand why they get so many views. But I am not gonna sell my soul for clickbait. And then at the beginning, and then we transitioned into the suggested tab. That happened quite a bit, and we're still there. I think we're there right now. And then like, the homepage is quite the wonder, dude.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, what do most people do when they're on YouTube? They click the app,
And then-
and it goes to their homepage, and then they look at it and they see big Serbian guy with a rainbow color, and they're like, whoa, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Click on it,
Click on Joker.
and now 150,000 people have done that.
Yeah,
it's kind of wild.
It's a lot. Yeah. Besides that video, you've hit 1,000 subs.
Yes, I have. That was pretty bunker. Dude, the reaction on Twitter when I said, with 3 dot marks.
Yeah.
I got like B-Souls, Legend of Winning.
Legend.
Like, every
responded?
player-
Word. I didn't see that.
No, like every person I wouldn't say I look up to because it's
Yeah.
not like I don't have role models, but
Yeah, but like.
well, other than family, but I don't look at NBA YouTubers as role models, but I look at them as inspiration, right? And I'm like, I've had at least 5 of the people I aspire to like replicate parts of their game, and like they like it and they say congrats. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah, the most validating feeling I've gotten so far, be it I've only been uploading super consistently for like a month and a month maybe, and like I put out when I was at like 90-ish subs, and I was like, hey, can I get like 10 subs? Rusty retweeted my shit, and I broke 100.
Yeah,
So
I got Rusty to follow me finally. So
Rusty is a really chill guy. I've done.
dude, if you don't know him and you like have a conversation with him, you'd hate him so much. Because he's so
very
sarcastic to you.
Yeah, I thought
Yes.
I was sarcastic, and I kind of am. But then there's Rusty level.
He's on a different level, yeah.
Like I'm a little fucking creek of sarcasm. He's the fucking Mississippi River of sarcasm,
Yeah,
and
I'd say more of the Amazon River.
the Nile.
Well, maybe I don't know.
But-
Funky's not diabetic.
but yeah,
he's not. I
he's-
just said not diabetic, but
he's.
I don't know. Funky's sarcastic.
Yeah, Rusty's really chill. I've had a lot of good
Yeah.
interactions with him.
You're like a day one for him, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been watching his content since he had like 10,000 subs, somewhere around there. Like,
Yeah,
a
I think
while.
I started watching him around the playoffs. So.
yeah, and I don't know.
He's a funny guy.
He's a YouTube buddy of mine.
Yeah,
I mean, Dom2K follows me on Twitter, and he's liked some of my shit. I know that.
Yeah, he likes some of my comments. Still have yet to gotten a follow, but we're fine.
Yeah,
we're striving through the pain.
but
He has a whole different character on Twitter. It's hilarious.
yeah,
He has like a persona on
yeah,
there.
he's funny as hell. Just a lot of YouTubers have shown support, and it's great to see.
Yeah.
Like, it makes you feel good to see like other people doing a similar thing to you, supporting you, that have done it before.
Yeah.
Because like
You like being reciprocated for your actions.
yeah, it makes you feel like, oh, this.
It's not like I'm talking to a wall.
Yeah, this work was for something. Because like,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I don't do it just for validation.
Well, yeah, I'm not
to,
saying I only do it so that.
But it's nice to see
Yeah,
some people that
It's nice.
know what you're doing and recognize, this guy's kind of good at what he does.
Yeah, because like.
If I'm being humble, so.
I've gotten some shit from like Ask the Truth, who's like a smaller YouTuber, but he's still.
Yeah.
He's cool as hell.
He has good content too.
Yeah,
we might as well give him a free shout out.
Yeah, if you haven't already, go watch Ask the Truth. He's a really chill guy.
If he uploaded more, he'd definitely be.
He has high quality content, man.
Yeah, and it's like niche topics. So does Kogi. I gotta give my shout out to Kogi.
Yeah.
If we're gonna talk about niche topics, because he has some good stories.
Yeah, I have done some graphic. I did some jersey swaps for Ask the Truth, and he was just a super nice guy.
Yeah, he seems like a very great guy.
Yeah, he's real down to earth. Just, he talks to you like a person. He's not a condescending guy, which no one I've done jersey swaps for has been that. But like Rudy was also really nice. I've done some jersey swaps for him.
I love BBR.
Yeah, just everyone I've met so far has just been super nice, and it's nice to see.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. It's not like we meet too many trolls.
Yeah, like
There's not too many bad guys in the sports community, other than Twitter replies and like some NBA Twitter's terrible. Terrible.
I hate NBA Twitter.
I do too. It's just like if I was I don't even know if I was 13 if I would indulge myself in that. At 13, I was just probably playing with Beyblades or something.
Yeah, there's like
not simping on Twitter.
Yeah, there's different corners of NBA Twitter, and the one that I'm like that I actively follow is the one that doesn't do like ratio, Mickey, all that kind of stuff.
I indulge myself in some Mickey Mouse. That's an adjective I use nowadays. I hate myself for it, but I love it.
Yeah, that's kind of been the fucking downfall of your content. You peaked.
Okay.
And then you said Mickey Mouse, and now you're just bottoming out.
Yeah, I am.
But yeah, another nice.
The harsh truth.
Another nice YouTuber to shout out, Double D. He's been.
Yeah, shout out Double D.
I haven't like talked a ton with him, but everything that I have either heard or talked to him, he's just a nice guy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I just talked to him on Rocker Loom, and he was in one of Dom's, and one day I just DM'd him, hey, yo, you want to do some curry talking? And he's like, yeah, sure. And so he did it. And I was like super hyped about it because like 20K guy.
Yeah, helping out.
I only knew him because he had lots of subs and all that. No, well, his content is good, but when you barely know someone, you have little to go off of. And so I just DM'd him. I was like, yo, love to have you on a curry video. And he's like, sure, just send me the script. And I was like, dope.
Yeah.
He did it, and I was like, well, I'm super excited. It didn't bang, but it was still a good video regardless.
Yeah, I watched that video. That one was...
I like my ranking ones. I'm probably going to do more of those when I have, like, something sustainable, because those take weeks.
Yeah. Because, like, okay. There's a divide between our two types of content. Mine are very... They're kind of like a funky diabetic.
Yes, but they serve the same goal.
Yeah,
they entertain.
I'm going to diversify my content with some serious topics, but I'm always going to have those little like, oh shit, the Nuggets just got Aaron Gordon, or one of my personal favorites, reacting to James Ennis's shoes. And then you have your actual you have defined series on your channel. I don't. I just upload whatever I feel like, and you take weeks to write a script and like edit.
No, the script takes my plan is basically just takes me a day to write a script. Well, getting myself to do a video, it's not the hardest thing, but
the self-motivation
if you know what you're Yeah, once you know what you're getting into, it's like a project every time. And it's not like I hate doing it. It's just it's a project. So it's yes. And so like obviously I'm super satisfied when I'm done, but with school it's just I do it every day if I could, but well, not every day cuz then I just would not like that. But I mean, yeah, there's different stuff people are good at. I don't think I'd be good at what you do. You could obviously be good at what I do, but I think you got a personality, so that's all you really need.
I am in the process of writing a scripted video, and
and so I DM'd you. I was like, bro, I don't know. By the time you release this, maybe it's 5 months later, but by the time you upload this video, I mean, I'm telling you, we're not gonna say what it is, but it has super high potential.
I can say it. If they're this far into the podcast, it's going to be a video drawing parallels between the 2013 Warriors and then modern day Nuggets, and like how Jokic is kind of like the Curry to the Nuggets, you know, like all that kind of stuff. And I am 6 to 8 pages deep in. I forget exactly how much. I wasn't able to work on it over the weekend.
You said 18 total too.
No, I said 8.
8? No, but you said up to 18 at the end.
Oh, I mean, it might get up to 18.
That's kind of bonkers,
I'm going
dude.
to cut down the script.
Wait, do you do double spacing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well then that's even more bonkers.
Yeah. So I'm going to cut down the script eventually, but I'm just kind of writing everything out. That one guy, Nick from Locker Room, helped write that. I'm gonna give him credit for that.
Nick who?
He was that one Nuggets fan in the Build Around.
Oh yeah. He the one that told us. Oh yeah, I've seen your video before.
He was like, hey, if you want help.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's real cool. He was like, if you want help, like with just notes or research or whatever, I can help. And I was like, all right, yeah, sure. And I just sent him the link, and he wrote out like 2 pages of notes. That's actually kind of nice. Yeah, he was real nice about it.
Surprisingly, like the community we're in, it's kind of hard to find terrible people.
Just wholesome. It's just a wholesome community.
Like everyone loves each other. I mean, obviously there's some. It's not like the whole world is perfect, but
we're basically a hippie community from like the 70s, like just
peace
and love, man.
Yeah. It's very, very enjoyable to find a community.
I'm just loving the like space that I'm in as far as social media right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that video,
laying a foundation.
I'm not exactly sure when it's gonna come out because the writing process is pretty simple. Like I know.
Then you have to
I know what I want to say.
Then it gets
and I just have to put it onto paper, and then the editing comes in, and that's where I'm like, oh fuck me.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
If I had money, I would just hire an editor. I'm not gonna lie.
I think at some point I might hire an editor, but I like editing because I get to fully control what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's the one.
But again, like, it's so much time consumption.
Yeah, because if it's like Double D said 2 pages of his scripts gets him through 9 minutes, and if mine's like, let's say I cut it down to like 8 pages.
9 minutes, jeez.
Yeah, that's
a lot.
Seems like a long time. But like,
yeah, because he talks more spaced wide. Because I'm a very fast talker in my videos, especially the early ones.
Yeah, so like my video is.
Well, I chop it up too. Yeah.
Probably gonna end up being like 20 minutes.
If it's 18 pages, I'm sure it's gonna be like an hour long.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna cut it down to probably like 8.
Yeah.
And if it's like 20 minutes, it's still gonna take a long time to edit, especially because I don't know how the fuck to edit.
That's kind of essential nowadays.
Yeah, I'll figure it out because like I've only been doing Photoshop for like 2 months, and I've figured my way around that pretty well.
Yeah, fun.
But
it's fun.
Yeah, I like making memes on there sometimes, like that one Faku picture, the one Faku MVP picture.
Yeah, that was pretty nicely edited because you changed LeBron's skin tone.
Yeah. So I showed that on Locker Room, and someone was like, "Did you change?"
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, and I'm like,
"That was me."
No Faku's not black. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, YouTube has just been really fun. more than anything.
Yeah, man, we're just starting too.
Yeah,
so.
summertime I'm gonna be a lot more active, cause like I've had a lot of schoolwork to do and that kind of shit. So
Yeah.
you know,
Advice to anyone listening: do not take 4 APs during a pandemic.
do not take APs at all and just get C's. Just coast. It'll be fine.
Maybe not that, but yeah, just do not do what I did at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Who do you think is gonna win the championship this year in the NBA?
Who do I think?
Yeah.
From my heart or from my brain?
Brain.
Nets.
Heart.
Suns. No, I'm just kidding. Lakers. I wouldn't be surprised if the Suns won the chip.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I would be.
I like
really,
the Nuggets all
I
of a
would be
sudden.
really shocked if the Suns won the chip.
I wouldn't. Well, if they won it over the Nets, I'd be a little more shocked. But if they won it over like the Sixers, wouldn't be shocked at all. They just have a playoff team.
Let me put this take out there right now, as of April 5th at 2:30 p.m. MST. This is the Nets championship to lose. The Nets are the favorites, and the Nets are a super team.
They are.
If anyone on Twitter is like, oh, the Nets aren't a super team, don't listen to them. They're stupid.
Or Nets fans.
No. Or they're just stupid. Because a lot of Nets fans are like, yeah, we're the championship favorites.
Well,
So
do you think it's... I don't think it's
If
as...
you're somehow listening to this in, like, July, after the Nets have lost in 6 to the Nuggets, then people are going like, oh no, the Nets weren't championship or bust this year. They were just figuring stuff out. They were not a super team yet. No, they were. Do not get it twisted. The narrative right now is that the Nets are a super team and that they're the favorites to win it.
It's not even a narrative.
3 top 15 players makes you a super team. I don't care if the rest of the roster is G League players. They're a super team. On top of that, they have Joe Harris. They have Bruce Brown. They have Nicholas Claxton. They have Old Man Blake. They have basically embalmed LaMarcus Aldridge. Like, they have decent role players too. So, yeah, they're a super team. And they should be the title favorites. Be it my championship pick is the Nuggets because I'm a Nuggets fan and I'm a homer. I think, dude, am I a homer, Roze?
Well, before the Aaron Gordon trade, I thought you were a little crazy, but after, it's not that crazy to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I clearly stated the West runs through, like Funky said, it runs through AD's Achilles heel, so, or AD's Achilles, so. And LeBron's ankle now, so.
Because, like,
I really don't think they're going to be fully healthy by the time the playoffs come.
Yeah, because when I was on your podcast, that was before the Aaron Gordon trade, and I also predicted the Nuggets to win the championship.
Yeah. Well, you didn't at first. I literally convinced you that the Nuggets would win it.
No, I was trying to be
you know, stop.
Explain.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
I was trying to be a more logical fan, and then you got me hyped up to be the homer levels that I typically am. Because I was like,
your Nuggets hype man.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, you know, I'm going onto a podcast. I'm going to try and be reasonable.
No, stop. No, you were like, I think the Lakers are going to win it. I just don't think the Nuggets could match up well. And I'm like, okay, I mean,
well, yeah, logically,
take, I guess.
before the Aaron Gordon trade,
the Nuggets probably wouldn't have won the chip.
Yeah, like, before the Aaron Gordon trade, they did not have a big wing to even put in front of LeBron. They had Will Barton. Before the AD trade, they had, like, Paul Millsap to put on AD, which is a matchup, to say the least. And they weren't the best matched up, and I think that if I was actually thinking logically and you didn't hype me up, that I would have predicted the Lakers to the finals. However, now I am completely fine saying Nuggets are going to win the finals. As of April 5th, 2021, 2:34.
But you're not confident. You're not confident,
No, I'm
in
confident.
your choice. You're just gonna.
I'm confident.
No, you're not. You wouldn't bet money. Like, you wouldn't bet your house on it.
I don't own a house.
Yeah, but you wouldn't hypothetically buy a house in LA and sell it for betting purposes.
Yes, I would.
So you're trolling.
No,
Never
I'm
mind.
not.
No, you're trolling.
I will bet.
You have the utmost confidence. It's a guarantee they win the finals. Is that what you're saying?
Guarantee that the Nuggets are going to win the finals. Did I do an okay?
I mean, I don't hate. I'm not. No, I don't hate. I don't hate the pick. I would love to see it purely because of Jokic, but
I've turned you. Me and the Serbians have converted you into a Jokic fan, have we?
yes, and I don't hate it.
Welcome.
The Nuggets aren't. I think they're one of.
They're a likable
Them
team.
or the Magic. Them and the Magic are probably the lead. Do you have beef with any like Utah? They probably don't like the Nuggets, but
Yeah.
it's not like any team despises the Nuggets. You
Utah
don't have a
does. The
rivalry. You don't really have a
Clippers do.
rivalry though. The Clippers hate themselves more than they hate the Nuggets.
That's
so.
fair. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're just
Utah and Denver kind of have beef, but at the same time, it's like a mutual respect. At the same time, it's like we hate each other, but we hate each other with respect because we both know we're good teams.
I think the Magic are just the least hated fan base, maybe. Or
I
the
think,
Grizzlies.
I think the least relevant is a better word for that.
I mean, you're not wrong. Who are they in competition with? The Pistons? I mean,
No,
the Pistons have history.
Yeah, the Pistons at least have like championships. I mean, the Magic have 2 finals appearances. Be it the Nuggets have none. But that's not important. We have
We're
we
not
have
gonna
an
have to talk
we
about
have
it.
an ABA championship. So
It's a Mickey Mouse
Dude,
championship.
I don't even remember if we have an ABA championship now.
If LeBron never went to the Cavs, maybe they'd be there. Or the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. Yeah, we'll go with the Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves have made more conference finals than the Clippers, so
I
I
the
think that's
Clippers might be the least relevant big market franchise. Like,
maybe ever.
yeah, they don't have a conference finals appearance if I remember right.
No, they don't. I'm trying to see if the
Yeah,
Timberwolves did, because
and
I'm pretty sure KG took them to.
them once, I think.
Yeah, against the Lakers.
Right.
They went to 6 in 03-04.
Yeah, but I know the Nuggets
It's a super
have
team.
3, I want to say. So the Nuggets are more relevant than the Clippers.
Take that for what it's worth.
Just take that as fact. So,
Perhaps.
yeah, who are your award picks right now for like MVP, 6-man, Coach of the Year, Depoy, all that kind of stuff?
MVP, gonna have to go with big man James Harden. No, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Defensive Player of the Year, probably Ben Simmons.
Big man JaVale McGee.
Yes. He's wearing 34, so
Yeah, I mean,
that's his old number.
yeah.
He now
JaVale
has-
McGee back in his prime.
Yes. You need to bring back those jerseys, because like I've said time and time again, your normal jerseys are a terrible creation.
We hardly wear our normal jerseys.
Yeah, but the court still exists. You have a nice layer to it with the mountains,
Yeah,
but
eh,
that's about it.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Navy on a team does it very well.
Yeah, I mean,
Makes it bland.
yeah, it is kinda,
Unless you're talking about the Yankees, but even then they have their uniforms are more history than look.
Yeah, they're the Celtics uniforms of the MLB from my understanding of baseball, which is not a lot.
I mean, same position I was
yeah,
in.
but yeah, MVP Jokic. You said Simmons for Depoy.
Yeah, Coach of the Year.
Probably Quinn Snyder.
Him or Monty Williams, depending on how the Suns
Yeah,
end
in
up.
your podcast, I went Monty Williams because I just don't like the Jazz. But in my actual predictions video, I did go Quinn Snyder.
Yeah, and for most improved, probably Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, for coach of the year, this prediction, I'll put out Dwayne Casey of the Pistons. He's done a fantastic job of leading that team.
Yeah, and so for 6 men of the year, I mean, if Ingles wasn't starting, Ingles is shooting 70% true
I think
shooting.
Ingles is off the bench. Is he not?
No, I don't think he is. He's a starting small forward. I'm pretty sure.
I
No,
thought it was
'cause
Roze
Bogdanovich.
Yeah,
Well, let me see.
sorry.
Well, while we're on that, him or Clarkson or maybe Montrez, but the Lakers aren't going to be good enough for him to be a 6 man of the year. He won it last year, and the
think-
Clippers were what, a 2 seed?
I think it's either Ingles or Clarkson. Because like that, they're just
No,
two.
Clarkson is more of a 6-man.
Yeah, I think Ingles has an argument.
He's kind of.
over him, though.
He's a pretty good player.
Yeah, Ingles just walks into the lane. It's funny to watch.
Yeah, he's a starting small forward.
Okay.
I think him and Bogdanovich is the power. What is this lineup? No, I think he's the shooting guard. Bogdanovich is the power, or something with Royce O'Neal and Bogdanovich. Yeah. Well, wait, Donovan Mitchell is injured, so.
Oh yeah.
I think yeah.
Normally, I think he's coming off the bench and Donovan Mitchell starting. But
Something like that.
anywho, yeah. I think that's a good place to end it. Is just us bumbling on if Joe Ingles is a starter or not. We started strong
Yep.
and ended even
I'm
stronger.
surprised I didn't get the bones you said I would have been thrown at me.
I mean, by throwing bones, I mean I was just gonna pick on you about the Lakers kind of sucking right now.
Yeah. Hey
And-
man. By the
and
time you
by
upload, either
sucking,
we.
I mean, the Nuggets have now passed the Lakers in the finals, or in
Hey
not in
man.
the finals.
If you get built,
in the NBA standings, because
the more you get built up.
you guys are the 5th seed right now, and the Nuggets are the 4 seed, and then the Clippers are the 3 seed. Now, that being said, you guys are only a half game up on Portland, and I believe
We're probably gonna miss the playoffs.
Portland
That's just what's
does
gonna
not
happen.
play tonight, but they do play tomorrow night against the Clippers. And if they win that game, you jump up to, or you fall to the 6th seed, and you would play the Clippers in the first round if it ended on that day. What if the Battle of LA was in the first round? What would your reaction be to that?
I like the Battle of LA. I would not like to happen because I really think it's more of a toss-up than any team the Nets would or the Lakers would have to play, other than the Nets.
Yeah.
Because I thought last year if the Clippers didn't blow it, I thought they would have beaten the Lakers.
Yeah.
But I mean, they beat themselves. So
Yeah.
man, the Nuggets helped out a little bit.
Yeah. And then, okay, you know what? The final segment, I'll just go through each team in the West playoff picture, and you tell me if you think the Lakers would beat them in a series or not.
So fully healthy or
Assuming AD is at like 80 to 90% healthy.
let's do West and East.
Okay. Out East, I'll only do the top 3 seeds because I think those are the only 3 with like legit chances to come out. So let's say the Lakers make the finals against the Sixers. How do you feel about that?
Barbecue chicken. AD is locking up Embiid, dropping 40 on him every game. No, I'm just kidding. I think that'd be quite the match because Ben Simmons is like, you know, Big Jacob said it's a good matchup. So
Yeah.
I'd take the Lakers in 7.
Okay. How about the Nets?
Nets in 7.
Milwaukee?
Lakers in 6.
All right. So the only team you think out East that will beat the Lakers is the Nets.
I mean, if the Nets like are at 100% and like aren't terrible, I don't see a reason why the Lakers would beat them.
Yeah. All right. How about you?
Except for if AD just did really
Yeah.
well.
How about Utah?
No. 6 game.
Who wins?
5 games perhaps. Lakers.
Okay. Phoenix.
That'd be pretty solid. I'll give it a good 3 + 1 + 2 game.
6.
Yes, good math.
Okay. Clippers.
Just cause like clutch wise. You said
Playoff
80 at what percent?
like 80 to 90. Like not fully healthy,
So, like-
but pretty good still.
But not like 80%.
Not 80%.
Okay. So then, yeah, Lakers in 7, I guess.
All right. Denver.
Lakers in 6. I'm just kidding. Lakers in 7.
Nuggets in 4. Let's see. Portland.
-3. Portland, Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6. All right. Dallas.
Lakers in 6.
And then Memphis is the last.
Memphis in 7.
Yeah, because Ja the superstar Morant.
Oh man, I remember I thought the Warriors were gonna make the playoffs and beat the Jazz.
I remember that too. That was a very stupid take you had.
It was not stupid at the time
because
Curry.
Very stupid.
Curry was an MVP, so.
Yes, I mean, one good player versus an entire great team.
Yeah, but I didn't think they were gonna be that great in the playoffs.
That's fair enough. All right. Anyways, this is where we're gonna call it. Thanks for being on, Roze. I'm sure we'll have you on at some point again. This has been an interesting recording, to say the least.
I can't. We can't leave without mentioning Mike Mabone.
Mike Mabone.
Mabonehead.
That's gonna be the title.
My God. Mike Mabonehead.
Yeah. Good lord. Now I'm just having Michael Malone as Sands in my head for some reason. All right. Yeah, we got it. We gotta end it. You got anything to plug?
If you go to YouTube, just click on the search bar, Roze, not Catherine Roze, because she's Big Rose on the channel right now.
I will just link your channel in the description.
Yeah, you filter, you click channels, right there. It should say Rose with a big R, Big Rose with a black background.
Yep.
And then once you click subscribe, hit the little bell thing, not the Philadelphia bell, but the normal bell.
Not the Liberty
or some
bell.
would say the notification bell. Click on that, and then, yeah. Follow me on Twitter, I guess. I'm starting to get more active.
I will have both his Twitter and YouTube linked if I remember to do that.
Yeah, you probably won't, but
yeah,
it's completely fine.
Yeah, but anyways, thanks for listening.
You gotta plug yourself too. You gotta say leave 5 stars, man.
Leave a like if you liked it. If you disliked it, please don't leave a dislike. I have a pretty good like to dislike ratio right now, and I don't want it ruined. Subscribe. I will have
5 stars.
I promise I'll have more of these out. I'll try and make it a weekly to semi-weekly thing. Yeah. Bye.
The Mormon part.